Hello dear learners, I welcome you all to the fourth module of Rotating Electric Appliances of the online course on Domestic Equipment Maintenance. This module is divided into three sessions. The session 1 was the mixer and grinder, and session 2 and 3 will be on the topic of construction, operation and maintenance of washing machine. In session 2, we will discuss about the washing machine and its basics and working. Here we will cover the basic construction of a washing machine and how it works. In the third module, we will cover the topic washing machine, its operation and maintenance. And we will discuss about the operation, maintenance and common issues of this. Now let us start our today's lecture. To start with, we will focus on the following few topics. First, brief history. Second, working principle and the physics behind it. Third, the major processes involved in the washing machine. Fourth, type of washing machine. Fifth, different parts of a washing machine and their importance. The aim of this session is to provide an overview of the historical background of the washing machine and to comprehend the working principle that underlies a washing machine's operation, and also to describe the various categories of washing machine and to introduce and highlight the significance of the distinct component within a washing machine. First, we will discuss the basic history, and let's start with the basic history. Simply saying, a washing machine is a device used to wash clothes and textile and one of the most important home appliances. Washing clothes by hand is one of the most laborious work as it involves soaking, wetting, scrubbing and rinsing processes. The first English patent for a washing machine was issued in the year 1691, dating back to the 17th century. Jacob Christian Schoffer published the first washing machine design in Germany in the year 1767. The first patent on washing machine that came from US with the title clothes washing was granted to Nathaniel Brixton in 1797. The United States was undergoing a period of industrial revolution in the middle of the 19th century. Thomas Edison's foresight in the field of electricity propelled America's industrial advancement. Home washing machines were hand operated until the late 80s, while commercial machines were propelled by steam and bells. That all changed in 1908 when the first commercial electric washer was introduced. Elva J. Fisher's invention, the Thor, was marketed by the Hurley Machine Company of Chicago. It was a washing machine with a tube drum made of galvanized material. Thor continues to make advancement in washing machine technology throughout the 20th century. Appliances International, based in Los Angeles, pursued the trademark in 2008 and soon launched a new line under the Thor brand. On the other hand, in 1911, the Upton Machine Company began manufacturing electric ringer washers which used two rollers to force the water out of the clothes. Mitek created the gyroform washer in 1927, which employed a gyrotin metal cylinder to agitate the cloths to soapy water. Bendix Home Appliances introduced the first automated washing machine in 1937 with a drum that spun and reserved directions to wash and rinse the clothes. In 1947, General Electric created the first top-loading washing machine, which included a perforated basket that rotated within a bigger tube. It means that from 17th century, people have been trying to innovate something to reduce the labor of washing of clothes and textile. Human needs gives birth to new discoveries, and today we see the present washing machine as the effort of all these previous hard work. Dear learners, let us now go through the working principle and the physics behind a washing machine. Now the question is, how does a washing machine work? What is the basic principle that governs the working of a washing machine? Physics is a fundamental science that influences everything from our technology to natural phenomena. Physics has a significant impact on the operation of washing machine. Starting from Newton's first law. The Newton's first law plays an important role in the whole washing cycles. To know this, we have to discuss the whole washing process here. There are mainly 3 cycles involved in the washing machine: washing, rinsing, and spinning. First, let us discuss about washing and rinsing cycle. In this process, we fill the machine to a particular volume of water, dispense any chemicals from dispensers, agitate the load for a specific length of time, then drain the water. When the drum of the washing machine is in motion, the first law of motion, commonly known as law of inertia, is at work. It says that until or unless there is an external force acting on an object at motion, the motion continues, the state of motion and velocity remain constant. Again, if the body is at rest, then until or unless there is a external force acts on the body will continue its state of rest. Here in the washing process, unless acted upon by an external force like as friction from the clothes inside or the brake mechanism that stops the drum from spinning, the drum will remain in motion at a steady rate. Now frictional force come into play. Friction is the force that opposes motion between 2 surfaces that are in touch with each other, and here it is caused by the surface imperfections and a rough edge interlocking. The agitator of a washing machine rotates the clothes in the drum, and it generates friction between the clothes and the drum. This friction helps in the removal of the dirt and strain from the materials by causing dirt particles to rub against one another, and the cloths in this process gets clean. In this way, friction helps to remove the dirt from the cloths during the washing cycle. Furthermore, the presence of water and the added detergent in the washing machine helps in reducing friction by generating a lubricating layer between the clothes and the drum. After that, the machine is filled to a set volume of water to agitate the load for a specific amount of time and then drain the water. This is called rinsing. Next important part is the spinning part. Here the centripetal force which comes into picture plays the major role. What is centripetal force? It is the force that is experienced by an object because of its circular motion. So when an object moves in a circular path, it is acted by a force towards the center, and hence the particle feels accelerated towards the center, and this acceleration is called centripetal acceleration, and it is always pointed towards the center. So centripetal force is defined as Fc. Okay, here we can talk about the definition of centripetal force as Fc. If Fc is the centripetal force, it is equal to m times square of the velocity divided by r, where Fc is the centripetal force, small m is the mass of the object, v is the tangential velocity of the object, and r is the radius of the circular path in which the object is moving. Here in this picture, we can see that the force is acting towards the center of the circle, and hence its acceleration is towards the center of the circle. Here one thing has to be remembered, that we are analyzing the motion from a frame of reference which is outside the washing machine, that is, we are not in the washing machine. The washing machine's drum rotates in a circular manner. Let's have a look at how. When the drum is loaded with the wet clothes and the electricity is turned on, the machine's motor provides the necessary force for the drum to move. Because the wet clothes are not physically tied with the center of the drum, they tend to travel in a tangential direction. Suppose I have the circular path here, so in the tangential direction it will try to move. So when the drum begins to rotate, the wet clothes hit the wall of the drum with force. However, the drum's wall prevents the motion and the wet clothes return to their original state. During this process, water droplets from the clothes also hits the wall, and they has no restriction but can escape through the pores in the drum. In this way, the clothes get rid of the water bubbles during the spinning cycle. The spinning of the basket is set for a period of time with the drain open, allowing to remove the majority of the remaining water. During this process, the greater the centripetal force, the more water is extracted from the clothes. Here we must be careful in placing the clothes in the drum while setting for the spinning cycle. The clothes must be placed uniformly in the drum to be subjected to the same amount of force. If the clothes are spreaded ununiformly, the force will be unequal and some item will not be squeezed out effect. Finally, we have seen the importance of centripetal force in understanding the working of a washing machine, which enable us to efficiently extract out the water from the clothes during the spin cycle. Dear learners, after going through the historical background and the working principle of a washing machine, let us now attempt some questions to test your understanding gained from the discussion so far. Now we proceed ahead to the next topic on the types of washing machine. There are different types of washing machine in the market, but based on the functionality, it can be divided into following categories. Fully automatic washing machine, that is one. Secondly, semi-automatic washing machine, that is, let's say, category 2. A fully automatic washing machine performs everything with a press of a single button. This washing machine has a single tube that functions as a washer, dryer and rinser. These are available as front and top loaded machine, and the programs are efficiently differ according to the manufacturer. On the other hand, semi-automatic washing machines, as opposed to completely automatic washing machines, are only partially automatic washing machine. This means you will have to perform some things manually, such as filling the tube with water before starting the machine, or moving the washed clothes into the dryer if you have a semi-automatic washing machine. This will always be top loading machine. Now, based on the above classification, we have two types of washing machine in the market. One is called front loading, other is called top loading. Front loading washing machines are completely automatic machines that load from the front. The integrated washing machine is designed with its door installed in the front of the machine. These machines often use less water and energy and produce better laundry outcome than top loaders. If you have a short space for your machine and need to run a lot of loads quickly, this is the finest sort of washing machine you can have. While they are ideal for larger loads, they are also the most efficient of all types of washing machine because they use less water per load. On the other hand, top load washing machines are available in both manual and fully automatic version. These machines are filled from the top. This is ideal for folks who do not want to bend down entirely to load their items into the machine. These washing machine features shorter cycles and are significantly less expensive to acquire and repair. They use a very basic control panel to select the sort of cycles you want, and this panel is really simple for most people to use without any misunderstanding. Unfortunately, if you put too many items in to be cleaned, your machine won't be able to do as well, and this sort of washing machine occasionally struggle to get all of the water out of the load during the spin cycle. Fully automatic top loading washing machine is commonly used by the people. Just put your clutches in the machine and select the function according to your need. Once the necessary functions are configured, the machine operates automatically and completes the entire cycle from washing to dry. You can select only wash, wash and dry, or any other function based on the models. Now, after knowing the types of different washing machines, let us perform a comparative study here. Front-loading machine has large capacity and hence it can clean more clothes at a time, while the top-loading cannot take much load and it will not be able to clean properly if the item to be cleaned are increased. This is the first point. The second point, front-loading machine has better cleaning performance than the top-loading machine. Third point, a front-loading machine is more energy efficient while the top-loading machine consumes more water and electricity. Point number 4, a front-loading machine can dry the clothes very efficiently, while a top-loading machine takes longer time to dry and also not as efficient dryer compared to the front-loading machine. So, the above mentioned point shows that a front-loading machine is better than a top-loading machine. But yet, there are a few points which show its cons. The points are: a front-loading machine is more expensive than a top-loading machine. Second, a front-loading machine has a longer wash cycle than a top-loading machine. Third point, a front-loading machine vibrates a lot during the spinning cycle, while the top-loading has the minimal vibration. Fourth point, a top-loading machine is easier to handle as it has a very simple controlling panel than a front-loading machine. And the point number 5, a top-loading fully automatic washing machine may be thinner than a front-loading of the same model, making it more suitable if you live in a very small flat. So these are a few points to be kept in mind if you are planning to buy a washing machine. Let us now try to understand the different parts of a washing machine and their importance. Here in this picture, we can see the different parts of a washing machine. The parts are numbered as water pump, drain pipe, water inlet valve, tube drum, agitator pedals, motor, circuit board, timer, control panel, and heating element. Let us understand the working as well as the position of these parts in the washing machine. Water pump. Water pump is hidden inside the washer and it cannot be seen from outside. The pump performs two functions. It circulates water during the cycle and it drains out the water after the cycle is finished. Some machine may have two pumps, one that only pumps water and the other to drain out the water. This will differ depending on the model of the washing machine that you are purchasing. Next, drain pipe. The drain pipe is usually located near the drain pump and it will drain out all the unclear water from the washing machine after cleaning the clothes. Next, water inlet valve. It is located near the water inlet points. These valves open and shut based on the size of the washing machine and the amount of water required for a washing cycle. Tube and drum. So in reality, our washer has two tubes. The first one is a mobile porous container in which we put the clothes and store. In the top load washer, the interior tube is referred to as a wash bucket, while in front load washer it is referred to as a drum. The outer tube remains immobile and retain the wash bucket or drum, catching the draining water. During the cycle, water can enter and exit through the porous surface of the inner tube. In top loader, they are positioned on the interior of a washer's inner tube and they play an important part in cleaning process. Their movement cause the clothes to move and rub against one another, lifting the dirt and stain from the fabrics. Next come to the most important part, that is motor, which is actually providing the power. Motor. The washing machine motor drives the rotation of your agitator, disc or drum while your machine goes through a particular cycle. The washer motor is typically located at the bottom of the top loading washers and at the back of the front loading washers. Direct drive or belt drive motors are the most common type of washer motors, and direct drive motor is fastened directly to the wash basket, whereas the belt drive motor sits on its own and turns the wash bucket using a belt. Let's come to the circuit board, which is our next part. The printed circuit board controls the function and is referred to as the washing machine's brain. It is in charge of the control panel and the washing cycle. It also activates the many electronic components required for your washer to function properly. The PCB is also responsible for maintaining the water level, the amount of detergent given out, and any additional function that are required to run the machine. Next, timer. Washing machine timers can be set manually or automatically, and they determine the length of your washing cycle. Control panel. All the control of washing machines can be controlled from this panel. It is generally located on the top or front of a washing machine. And our last item is heating element. So this device heats the water to the desired temperature. It should be noted that heating elements may vary depending on the models. Dear learners, after going through the categories of a washing machine and its different parts, let us now attempt some questions to test your knowledge gained from the discussion so far. Alright dear learners, after attempting this question, now we come to the end of the session. Let us summarize what we have discussed about the washing machine. We have studied about the physics of a washing machine. We also discovered the significance of centripetal force in explaining the spinning cycle of a washing machine. This session also highlighted how the various sections of a washing machine, such as the agitator, motor, control panel, inner and outer drums, and so on, play a crucial role in both top loading and front loading machines. I hope this information given in this video would help you to enhance your knowledge about basic and working of washing machine. Thank you.